Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Fud Around and Find Out. Today is a special episode. Every episode is a special episode, but today is special. We're in a different location for those of you that can see us. For those of you that can't, we are in the iHeart studio in Hartford because we have a special guest, Coach Auriemma, joining us today.
Woo! How do you feel about interviewing your coach?
I'm excited. I'm excited.
You look a little scared.
No, it's different.
Yeah. I don't think he's ever done something like this before. So you're special, and I'm excited for it too.
It's going to be fun.
All right, let's get to it. Bring him in. Let's go.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
Hey, Coach.
Welcome.
This is my spot right here?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
I don't want to fall off.
Coach, welcome to
there's
the
a TV
pod.
screen right there. What's up, guys?
Hi, welcome. We're
What's
so
new?
glad to have you.
I'm glad to be here.
Were you surprised to hear that Azzi had a podcast?
No, everybody has a podcast today. I'm actually, talking to people that want me to have a podcast. So,
I'm kind of surprised you don't have a podcast.
well, I had a podcast before podcasts were popular,
Ooh.
and it was, just me in my office talking to guys like Kobe and Tiger and people that I liked.
I think you should bring your podcast back.
Well, there's a push to do that, so
I'm here.
we're working on it.
What was the name of
We're
your
working
podcast?
on it. I don't know. I don't think it has a name yet. What's the name
What
of this
was the
one?
name?
Oh, what's the name of this one? Fud around and find out.
Yes.
I don't know that it's going to be that, that catchy.
Can't be that cool for
No, I
everyone.
don't think it can be. I don't think it can be.
So that's surprising. You had a podcast. I also heard you had a cooking show.
Oh, wow. Now you're going way back. Yeah, we did. It was in conjunction with one of our local supermarkets that we shop at. And we tried to show people how you shop for certain things and then how you take those things and what goes into making certain dishes. And, so yeah, it was good.
Okay, Chef Geno.
I think we should bring that
Well,
back.
I wasn't doing the cooking. I was just there, welcoming like you, hey, welcome to our podcast, and then everybody else does the work. That's kind of how it works.
So can we call you Geno or Coach?
Call me whatever you like.
Oof, I'm scared.
Up to you.
I'm going to say Coach. It
Up to
feels
you.
safe.
Coach is safe.
Coach is safe. Okay, so Azzi's been back on campus for a couple weeks now. So how's that been for you guys?
For us as a
For
team,
you.
or me personally, or
Both, however you want to answer.
well, I think everybody, there's a sense of excitement. I think at the beginning of school. People haven't seen each other for a while, so everybody's anxious to get caught up and do all that. They haven't been on the floor together, so that's exciting. Everybody wants to show off like what they did during the summer. This is the new me, or this is the new and improved me, whatever the case may be. So Azzi's always been Azzi. She's always ready to go. She's always in great shape. You can count on her. She's reliable. You're not going to get any surprises, generally speaking. So that's
Good
that.
and bad.
Yeah, good and bad. Good and bad. Yeah. I mean, the surprises, I think, are always good. I'm always pleasantly surprised that, there's a more grown-up version, which is the way you want it to be. You want each year for, kids to come back a little more grown up.
So then let's take it back really quickly. When you were first looking at Azzi, like recruiting her, what did you see in her?
It may have been in Chicago, and you may have been like in 8th grade, maybe 8th grade going into 9th grade, maybe something like that. Were you playing for the Fairfax Stars back then or something? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was unusual for someone that age to be playing with 16, 17-year-olds,
Wow.
Yeah. So that was number one. It was unusual that someone could looked like they were 15 or 16 when they really weren't, 17, you know. And then, you know, her skill level was different than everybody else's, you know. So it didn't take long to realize why was there a big crowd at her games. Because I'm not sure. I don't even know who else was on the team. Do you remember who else was on the team?
Yeah.
Who was on the
Azzi
team? Tell
and
me some people that
Fairfax
were on the team.
Stars.
My point guard was Carly Rivera. She went to Columbia. My
Okay.
big man was Malouche Tange. She went to UNC. I had a teammate who went to Harvard. I had a teammate. Yeah, that's all I remember.
Yeah.
So
No disrespect, but
That's all I remember.
no disrespect, but I don't remember any of them.
it was just Azzi out there.
Yeah, I only had eyes for Azzi.
Oh, Azzi, what do you remember about meeting Coach?
I remember you coming to an open workout at St. John's, like in the fall. And I remember being in the bathroom before, really nervous. And my teammate was like, "You're fine. You got this." But I don't really remember like interacting with you.
Well, good. I'm glad you say that because we weren't allowed to interact with the Flyers, you know.
Kept
So
it legal around here.
we kept it legal. Yeah,
Always.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that workout. I was sitting here in the bleachers. There's a basket over here to my right, and there's a basket down here to my left, and you worked out at the basket down to my left for about
I feel like
an
you're
hour.
just making that
15
up.
minutes.
There's no way you remember
I was
that.
going to say, memory
I do
is on
remember that.
point.
I do remember that. And I went back and I said, you know, I just watched like an hour workout, and I tried to keep track, but I think like in that hour, maybe you missed like 5 shots in that whole hour.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Like I tend to remember guys who make shots.
I know that's
The guys who missed, like the guys that were on your team that I don't remember, I don't remember those guys.
That's crazy. I actually, after that workout, I had 2 of my teammates. They ran to the locker room, changed and put their uniform back on, and like ran to the parking lot to try to catch you and get a picture with you.
Aw.
But they put the uniform back on so you wouldn't know that they were just practicing.
He didn't see them actually.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that part I don't remember. That part I don't remember.
So, Coach, you've been coaching for many years, very successful. Now in this new age of NIL, what's been different like for you?
Well, everything's different, really. I mean, we've gone from I can't talk to a kid when I go watch them work out, which is kind of dumb, to now we are allowed to give them money, you know, and everybody wants to say like it's NIL. Like everybody throws that word around like NIL. How many people in here know what NIL means? Okay. The people that really work in the business know. So it means name, image, and likeness.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's different is, let's take you recruiting a player from high school, and you could tell them, okay, listen, if you come to UConn and you want to sell T-shirts with your name on it, wow, that's great. You can do that now, and you can make money on that. Wow, we want to put your name on a poster. Okay, now you can make money on that. We want to do TV commercials. You can do that now. You can use your name, your image, and your likeness to make money. That was the way it was intended to be. Now it's, listen, if I give you this much money, will you come to UConn? So what's different about it? It's kind of confused the issue a little bit. Now kids aren't necessarily picking schools because that's where I want to go to school because I really like the coaching staff. I love the program. I love the school. I love everything about it. Now it's how much you paying me, and that's where I'm going to school. So, yeah, it's kind of not as much fun now. But I'm all for it. I'm all for the kids getting paid. I like that. I do.
So what would you say out of the teams you've had, the dynasties you've had, which era would not survive the NIL era that we have now?
I think Diana would have probably played at 4 schools in 4 years. I think she would have gone to the highest bidder every year, and I laugh about it. But obviously people listening or watching, however they take in this podcast, have no idea how good those players were and how much, if you go by money, how much money those guys would have commanded. And we would not have been able to afford them. If they were looking for the kind of money that they deserved, there's no way that we would have been able to do that. No way. Because some of the money that kids are being paid today, it's like it's like paying $100 for a cup of coffee. It's really not worth $100, but these guys are, So yeah, that group of players, when you think about Dee, Sue, Sveta, Shay, Tamika, Asia, Swin, you got 4 Olympians on the team. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know the last time I coached 4 Olympians on the same team.
Sheesh.
Actually 5, because Svetlana was on the Russian Olympic team twice.
Expensive.
They're very expensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's pivot to the Fud family.
Oh boy.
So, Coach, what do you think of the Fud family?
The Fud family?
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking, you don't want to fud around and find out about the family.
Come on.
Generally speaking, I think it's, people throw the word unique around a lot, or like special, oh, that kid's special. And I always ask, like, what's so special about them? Well, they're really good basketball players. That doesn't make you special, right? That just makes you a good basketball player. I think Azzi's family is unique because of how it's not your traditional put together family that you would go, oh, isn't that special? Well, in their case, if you think about her mom's journey and her dad and brothers, grandparents, like all the people that are part of her inner circle, they all have like a unique journey that involves the family together and also involves their own special journey separate from the family. And to me, that's a little bit different and it's a little bit unique. That's how I would describe them. They're different.
They're different.
They're
They
different.
are definitely.
And I think
unique, too.
Azzi would be the first to say it, which she did, that it's a different dynamic and it works. It works great for them. It works great for Azzi and it works great for us. And they're passionate. I would describe them as exceptionally passionate about everything that they do, and certainly passionate about Azzi.
I like that word for them, passionate.
Yeah, they're very passionate. You could hear their passion a lot of times. You could hear their passion
Yes.
before you see it.
Especially Papa.
Oh, for sure.
Hold on, Azzi. What do you mean by that? Especially Papa.
Papa's loud. They're all loud, but Papa's loud. Papa loves Coach too.
Oh.
He does.
Just a long line.
Very true.
Just saying. But it may not be as long as the people who don't love me, but it's still a long line.
So, Coach, what do you think about the internet referring to Azzi as the People's Princess? I hear that you have a lot to do with that nickname.
I do?
Yeah.
I don't know. We were talking yesterday, and she's got a water bottle that says Princess Azzi. So I didn't realize she was the People's Princess.
I mean, I heard you don't yell at her at practice.
I don't know if that's completely true. Do you think that's completely true?
I don't get yelled at that much. You said
Yeah.
that was going to change this year.
Yeah, I don't know. There's really not a lot to get upset about and yell about. As I said at the beginning of this, Azzi comes ready to go every single day. There isn't any day where you go and complain about her effort or her concentration level or any of that. You don't. My looking at Azzi has always been, I wish every player had that. She's in the weight room. She's doing the best. She's giving you the best version of herself in the weight room. She's on the court. She's doing the exact same thing. Sometimes I get upset with her about her lack of adventure, I call it.
What does that mean?
Generally speaking, over the years, she's not a risk taker. Azzi's not going to be the one to put herself out there and take a chance unless it's already been calculated and it's going to work. Last year, especially in the Final Four, she took some risks and they paid off. And maybe that's going to be like, hey, I can be, someone said recently, the biggest risk a person can take is not take a risk. So I think that's the next step for her, is to be a risk taker. Not like Paige,
I was just about to ask.
You know,
I don't have
Like
that
how
in me.
like no, you can't be like that, you know? So yeah, no, I don't go around practice yelling and screaming at Azzi. I just go home and do it.
What kind of risk do you want to see me take?
Yes.
Well, there's various kinds of risks, you know? Should I go for that steal or not? So whenever we're practicing and we're going to practice our press or we're going to do something, I'm always thinking, where the hell are we going to put her? Because when you're pressing and you're really aggressive and you're going, you need people that are going to take a chance. You know, it's like if you're watching football and you're a defensive back, you can either just run around all the time or you could actually take a chance and go for an interception or something, right? So she's just very, very, very conservative, I guess is the word. So take a risk defensively, like she did in the Final Four. She goes for a steal, she strips the kid, gets a layup, get in the passing lane, steal a couple. So that's funny because Ashton Shade on our team is just a younger version of Azzi. Like with her, everything's got to be perfect. Everything's got to be just right. Like it's almost like they play like, well, I know most of your audience is like 14-year-olds. They probably don't know Marcel, but that's kind of like, like nothing like crazy. Take a shot when you've missed 5 shots in a row. And when younger Azzi would go, well, I already missed the last 5. I'm not taking this one. Mm-hmm. Well, in my mind, it's like you just missed 5. In my mind, I think you're going to make the next 10.
Come on.
So I kind of like to see her think that way. Even in her personal, I don't know her personal life as well as, her people closest to her do. But it's the same thing if you ask Azzi a question. And again, younger Azzi when she was 18, 17, 18. So Azzi, what do you think? You have to leave a half an hour for the answer. So Azzi, what do you think of? Let me see.
This is not what I was like.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
That's not what I was like.
Oh my God, you want me to get on the phone now and call everybody that's ever met you? Azzi, what would you like to have in your coffee? Let me see. I'm kind of like, I kind of like 2% milk, but sometimes I like soy milk, and I don't know. What if I picked the wrong one? I don't know.
I'm working on my decisiveness. So
that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Just kind of like go with the flow, go with your gut instinct, man. Like, So these are things that I think people that are so disciplined like she is, that are so boom, boom, like I'm going to get it right every time. I think that's the biggest obstacle or hurdle that they eventually have to go over is when do you let go and just let your natural ability and natural instincts take over instead of having everything have to be exceptionally well thought out. Now, there's a time and place for that. Don't get me wrong.
Well, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised this year.
Ooh.
Wow. Good. Because now the more risks you take, the more you're going to screw up and the more I can get pissed.
And the more he can yell.
I love it. I'm excited already.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'll be praying for you, girlie. You got
should.
this.
You should. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So to any more responses, Azzi, to that, rise to the challenge.
No.
Okay.
Let me think if I have any responses to that.
I was waiting for that.
Oh, no. Okay. A little bit of a pivot. So, Azzi has compared you to the grandpa Up. Not just her, but Up.
The grandpa from the movie Up.
Oh, the movie Up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How about now? Still? Even without my glasses?
Somebody get him a balloon.
I think that he's a cool guy.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you had to have a cartoon character that would be Azzi, who would you pick?
Oh, jeez. I mean, kind of like a Mary Poppins kind of type, Not that she's a cartoon character, but if you turn Mary Poppins into a young Mary Poppins and it was a cartoon, that would be Azzi. Like practically perfect in every way. Like all that stuff.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. That's a compliment.
It's a compliment.
Yeah. Yep.
Right?
Yes.
That was Mary Poppins. She was practically perfect in every way. You would be like a young CD.
Oh.
Doesn't that make you happy?
Is that a compliment?
Yes.
Is that a compliment?
Is that a compliment?
That's probably not a compliment.
Oh,
no. But young CD was kind of fun to be around. And I mean, an old CD now is probably fun to be around.
I think CD.
Middle CD was not fun to be around.
How long was that middle gap?
About 50 of her years. She's a little bit older than 50. I don't want to get into how old she is.
You better not.
I won't get into it.
She's like 55.
She's a little over than 50.
Okay, so the first game we're going to play is we're going to draft our UConn dream teams with former UConn players. And we're going to draft teams that we want to win. And we're going to go back and forth, trading picks. And you can start because you're the guest.
I get one, then you get two, then I get one. That's how it goes?
That's too confusing. I'm just going to go 1 and 1.
1 and 1?
Yeah.
Like, of all time?
Yes, of all time.
Of all time? Okay. Like, all-time dream team to win or to have fun with?
Whatever you want.
Well, no, you have to give me the rules of the game. If it's to win, that may be different than let's have fun. Like the team I would want to coach for 6 months and have the most fun ever. Or the team that we want to win with.
Okay, let's have fun.
Oh, a fun team?
Yeah.
You can do both.
Yeah, why can't you have fun and win?
Why can't you have fun and
Yeah.
win? Well, because some guys that you can win with ain't no fun to be around.
Fair.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
And I've been around them. So, and then other guys are just a lot of fun to be around, but I don't think you can win with them. But, all right, so let's go with we're trying to win.
Okay.
We're trying to win. All right, I'll take D.
And take Maya.
Ooh, good pick. Good pick. I'll take, we'll start with our backcourt. I'll take Sue.
Oof.
So I got 2 Hall of Famers so far. How about you?
That hurt me.
That hurt one? That one hurt?
I'm going to take Stewie.
That's a good one. I'll take Tina. I got 3 Hall of Famers now.
You going crazy. You got this.
I'm going to take
Is
Fee.
it only 5?
5.
Okay, 5.
I'm
Who?
taking Fee.
Yes, good pick.
Oh,
Great
damn.
pick.
That's a
Great
good one.
pick.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's a good one. I'll take Swin. Oh, now I got 4 Hall of Famers.
I'm taking Paige.
Hey.
You're taking Paige?
Yep.
Ay. Let's see. What do I have? I got 2 guards. I got Sue. I got D. I got Swin. I got Tina. Sue, D, Swin, Tina. Oh. And I'll take Tamika. So I just took the starting lineup of the greatest basketball team that ever stepped foot on the floor, which you and Paige were not on, by the way. So whatever you pick, well, you can't beat us. But you got to pick a 5th. Go ahead.
Wait, what was that? It was Paige, Maya, Stewie.
Pick the legendary team. She can't even remember who they are.
No, just making sure. Okay.
All the other players, if you're out there listening, I'm just doing this for the hell of it. That's not maybe who I would really pick, but that's who I picked for this. So don't text me and get your panties in a bunch because, you didn't get picked. Go ahead.
I'm going to choose.
Say, I'm going to choose me. See? That's the way you need to start thinking.
Okay, I'm going to go with me.
Oh, you're going to go with you.
Yeah.
Good. There you go. That's a good team. You, Paige, Fee, Stewie.
Maya.
Woo.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a team there, man. That's
There's
a
no wrong
really, really
answer.
good team. Huh?
So every team you make with former UConn players is a good team.
Yeah. We played this game a lot when we would be just sitting around, and we would go, hey, pick the 5 best players. You think the 5 best players on and UConn, and somebody would pick the 5 best that they thought were the 5 best. And then somebody would say, okay, I'll take these 5, and I think we would beat your 5. Now, most schools, after you got the 5, there would be no other picks.
Yeah.
So we're very fortunate that we can put together 3 or 4 teams, because there's a lot of future Hall of Famers we didn't pick. So, yeah, no, that was pretty good. I like that. That was a good exercise there.
Okay, we have another game.
All right, what's the other game?
All right. Now let's play Geno in the hot seat. AZ gets to ask Geno anything.
Lightning round.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay, so the starting 5 from last year, where will they be in 30 years? We'll start with Paige.
Where will she be in 30 years?
Yeah.
Some 30 years. Some home for juvenile delinquents. Maybe as a counselor or something, trying to teach kids, don't be like I was.
Okay. Caitlin Chen.
Caitlin Chen?
Mm-hmm.
She'll own 15 of those places.
Jana?
Jenna? Where will Jenna be in 30 years? She can't be a princess like you, so she can't be a princess in Egypt or anything like that. Jenna in 30 years. Wow. How will I be in 30 years? Let's see. That'll be 101. So Jenna in 30 years, I think she'll be sitting on my shoulder, yelling at me in my ear to try to get back at me for all the things I've said to her since she's been at UConn.
Okay. Where would I be?
In 30 years?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out which question to ask.
Anyway. Who is the most famous person in your phone?
What's the most famous person? What?
Who's the most famous person in your phone, in your contacts in your phone?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. You're supposed to divulge stuff like that, right?
I mean, it's not that bad.
Okay, name one that you can say.
Most famous person? Well, if you ask them, Paige.
No, not Paige.
We got somebody else.
In my phone?
Someone we're going to expect. Singer, rapper.
A rapper?
Chef.
Do you have any rapper? Do you know any rappers?
I do not.
You hear it here first, y'all.
I mean, I don't know.
Rappers hit Geno.
I don't know him I don't know him personally. Who? Although anybody can just start saying stuff into a mic and say I'm a rapper,
Yeah.
But famous ones, I don't. I wish I knew. There's a couple I wish I knew, but I don't. So, most famous. I know a former president. That's in my phone.
That's up there.
Yeah, I think that.
You think that's up there?
Definitely.
That's got it.
There's a real famous golfer on my phone, and there's a real famous basketball player on my phone. So
sure, there's plenty.
Okay, vague. Can use our imagination though. Have your grandkids ever tried to make you do a TikTok with them?
No.
Would
They're not
you?
old enough. My oldest is 15.
That's old enough for TikTok.
Yeah, but he's
He doesn't
got
have-
more sense than that.
Good for him. Good for him.
He's got more sense than that.
I would love to see you.
I
do
only
a
have
TikTok.
one juvenile that asked me to do TikToks.
Is it
And that
Paige?
is.
KK.
Okay,
I
what are
love
your
it.
thoughts on the TikTok edits of you?
I'm really not privy to my TikTok edits.
Yes, you are, because KK showed you them the other day. The videos of you dancing.
Oh,
and
that-
the,
Oh,
That was what-
that's TikTok.
that was TikTok.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I got a kick out of him. I laughed.
Wait, I'm gonna pull one up now.
Yeah.
You don't have to. I already said I
No, I'm
laughed.
pulling up
Yes.
an actual edit one of you.
Anna, how much more time do we have? It's 10:06. Okay. Just a couple. Let me see.
Ooh, we popping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that guy. Who's that guy singing?
The people love you on TikTok.
Who's that guy? People love me on TikTok?
Yes, they do.
Oh,
Is he making edits of you?
Yeah, like
really?
romantic.
How come there's no young me?
The first one did. The first
They
one
think
had.
you're a silver fox?
Oh.
Is that what it's called?
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Whoa. I
We got
like
the
that.
silver fox on the pot.
I like that. Woo woo. Good.
So you like
Good.
your edits? You approve of them?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I like the fact that I'm coaching kids. I like the fact that I'm coaching kids whose moms could be my kids. That means I've been around a long time, huh?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Where did you get your signature shimmy move from?
I don't know. I
Just natural.
yeah, no. I don't know.
Can we see it?
I know. I used to be like really, 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 really skinny. Like when I was playing in high school, when I was in college, I always worried that like I was built like Paige more, like really skinny. Like, I mean, I had more muscle than she did, but I mean, you could tell the difference between my arms and my legs. Not like with her, right? When she was, freshman, sophomore, every muscle in her body was the same. Like her arms, her hamstrings, her calves, they were all the same size, So
I'm crying.
Paige, if you're listening, we love you.
We do. We love you, girl.
don't tell her that. Everybody tells her that. Don't tell her that. So I don't know. I used to kind of be more fluid.
Ooh.
So this is like one of your go-to moves from when you were younger.
I don't know if I have a go-to move. I was always like you. I was always very self-conscious of what people thought of me.
Okay.
So I really didn't act out like that. I didn't do that kind of stuff. Do you do that kind of stuff?
I might try it this year. I might take that risk. Hit
See?
a three and hit a shimmy.
Yeah, see, you go. There you go. Yeah, I was a lot like that. A lot like you. Like very, very conservative when it came to that stuff.
Okay.
Very much so.
Everyone knows what my pregame ritual is. Do you have one?
Pre-game ritual.
Pregame routine, pregame anything?
I like to be by myself and just listen to some music or lay down, take a nap. I think it depends on how I'm feeling, what kind of team we have. Sometimes I'm on my knees praying and begging that we play good.
Okay. Last one. Are you ever going to retire? And when you do, will you stay in Connecticut or move somewhere else?
Am I ever going to retire? Of course. You heard it here first. This could be my last podcast ever.
Oh my
So-
goodness. We hope not.
There you go. I just almost retired.
Oh my goodness.
Am I ever? Of course. I mean, of course. That would be like me asking you, are you ever going to not play basketball anymore? Of course. We all come to a point where we stop and move on to something different. Will I stay in Connecticut? Yeah. I'll probably always live in Connecticut. It's where my family is, my grandkids and everybody. This is where I built a home for us. Will I want to travel a lot? I mean, I already do, but will I want to travel even more than I do right now? Of course. But I like living here, and I like the people, and I'm not going to be at Gamble Pavilion sitting on the 50-yard line staring at the new coach going, what the hell are you doing? I'm not going to be that guy, but I'll be calling in to all the talk shows and complaining about the players. Maybe you should coach the next team. Maybe you should become the coach when I retire.
I think I might respectfully decline.
Take a risk.
Take a risk. Okay, maybe we'll see.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe some of the games you can be guest coach this year.
Oh, gosh. Okay, we'll see.
What do you think? You can be the coach. You can do the substitutions.
Okay.
Then you'll see how hard of a job that is.
I believe your job is hard.
My job is hard. It's hard because, and you know this as well as I do, it's hard because in the world that we live in today, you asked about what's one of the biggest things. Parents are so delusional. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
they're so delusional. Every one of them thinks their kid is like better than Maya, better than Stewie, better than Paige, better than anybody. And that they should, play 35 minutes every single game. And so these kids, they are like under so much pressure that if they don't live up to that, they're not having any fun, So I think what makes my job hard is trying to make sure that these kids all understand that it can be a lot of fun, but everything's got to be in perspective, And I think sometimes the hardest part of my job is we've all kind of lost perspective of how all this works and what it means, So winning games and all that stuff, that's not hard and all that. But we're lucky. We have a really good group of kids this year. They're fun to be around. They enjoy each other's company and they want to win. They want to work hard. And so I'm looking forward to the season. I'm looking forward to the new you, the new Azzi, the next podcast that we have. We'll have clips. We'll have clips of all the risks you took going for steals that you didn't get them and you gave up layups, and then we can all bitch and moan about those.
Perfect. I look forward to that.
I can't wait. Okay, so we're going to get into the What the Fud of the Week.
Okay.
So basically a What the Fud of the Week would be what made you, something that might have happened this week that made you go, what the Fud? Yours is specific to Azzi. So what's something that Azzi has done during a game that made you say, what the Fud?
Well, this involves Azzi. So, so I have to put it together. We just talked about it yesterday. So we're playing USC in the Final 8 to go to the Final 4. Really tight game, really big moment. There's a timeout, and one of the coaches, might have been Jamel or somebody, I don't know, but we were sitting around and the coach was saying, you've been playing around with this one play we call 2-up. We ran it when Rebecca played. So, and Jamel played, actually. So I said, well, why don't we run 2-up coming out of a timeout? And it involves like a couple screens and then a 3-point shot by one of our shooters. So I'm drawing it up on the board, and I'm drawing up for her to shoot it. Now, meanwhile, she's 0 for 100 during that game.
I made a layup.
Okay, she did make a layup. She was 1 for 100 in that game. So we come out, and as we're going out onto the floor, I think a couple of the coaches looked at me and went, seriously? Because they thought I was going to draw it up for Paige. Mm-hmm. And instead, I drew it up for her. So they were saying to me, what the Fud are you doing? Right. I said, yeah. And she knocks it in, and the rest is history.
Yeah, faith in you, girl.
I could flip that back to you, and in the moment, I was like, what the Fud is he doing? Why is he drawing this up for me? See? I have more faith in her than she has in herself. I don't think like that anymore. So
she doesn't think
I don't
like
think
that
like
anymore.
that anymore. That was the old me.
Right. Now, if I don't draw it up for her, she's going to pull like a Scottie Pippen and knock her out on the court. If it's not for me, I ain't playing.
I would never do that. Okay, Coach, before we wrap, we have a special guest that wants to come on and say what's up. Stephanie Dolson, welcome. Steph, we heard you have...
what's up, Coach?
What's up?
How are you?
Big girl, you good?
Okay, Steph, we heard you have a hot question that you want to ask Coach that you feel like you can now that you're 10 years out.
Okay. I feel like the only question I would have is, did you baby me when I was in college because I cried so much?
No, I did not.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely 100% positive because this is no exaggeration either. You can pull up CD and she'll agree with me if you don't even tell her what the question is or just tell her what the question is and don't tell her what I said. You were there for 4 years and you figure how many practices do we have in 4 years? How many games do we have in 4 years? How many road trips do we have in 4 years? And I would say that I didn't baby you because I treated you the way I treated you. Because in those 4 years, I remember exactly 2 days when I thought you didn't show up as Stephanie Dolson. 2 out of 4 years. That every single day, the loudest voice, the first voice, the most consistent voice, the happiest person, the most outgoing, the best teammate in the building was always Steph. Always. Nonstop, every single day. On the bus, on the plane, in the hotel. Always, always, always for 4 years.
There we go. Well, great. I'm glad to know, but I also want my teammates to know that because they all thought that I was being babied because I was emotional, and I wasn't.
Well, yeah. I mean, just because you're emotional, that's not bad. Just because they were a bunch of stumps, bumps on a log. They had no personality, some of those guys. Or they were annoying. All right. Thanks for the question, Steph.
Thanks, Steph.
Great to see you.
Welcome. Is that,
I'm not babying you. I'm not babying you now. Get off. Bye.
Don't worry, I don't get babied anymore. Right. Although I was never babied. You're right.
Bye, Coach. Thank you. Bye, Anna.
Thank you, Coach.
Is that it?
Yo, he ran out of here.
He's gone.
He's sprinting.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Yes, like, girl, nothing but headphone left.
I didn't even have a question on. I thought you were asking me questions. That was the best I could come up with in 10 seconds.
Well, it was good.
It was a good question. Was that what you thought he was going to say?
Yes and no. I mean, I cried a lot, so I actually did. He did baby me, though. Like, he didn't baby me, but I was a suck-up. So he was really, like, everyone used to say that I was his favorite and how annoying it was because he'd always be like, just, I don't want to say take it easy on me, but before I got there, I remember watching them do sprints. And if they didn't make it in time, they had to do it again. Even the slowest person. And I think in my 4 years, I made it maybe once. And we never had to redo it because of me. So, like, I don't know.
That's love.
I think it's just because I tried really hard.
I mean, you showed up as yourself, as he said.
Yeah. Anyway, I digress.
I was wondering, what differences have you seen from Coach from how he was when he coached you and how he is now?
I mean, I've only been to a few practices, but it does seem a little bit more lenient. I think everyone says that. Obviously, he's gotten a little bit older. So I think he lets a lot more go than he used to. But even when I was there, he let more stuff go than the years prior. So I think as time has gone on, I'm sure he just knows how good you guys are at basketball, but he definitely is a lot nicer to you guys than he was to us.
I think that's the common answer, so everyone says.
Yeah.
But I wish we could go back and watch how he was with you guys.
Yeah. Practices were crazy back then. Like, and the stories that we even heard from the years prior was like the amount of times they had practices with no balls, right? They were just doing sprints. It was just some crazy stuff that we heard. So I'm sure it's just gotten a little bit better with each generation.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
All right, well, Steph, I know this was quick, but thank you so much for joining today. This was a lot of fun having Coach on, so thank you. And to everyone listening and watching, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to Fud Around and Find Out wherever you get your podcasts. And we'll see you next week.